Ken.
Ray.
Two Drunk Brothers Garage.
Back at Big
Big
Bertha
Bertha.
again.
Part 7.
Part 7. Today we're gonna hopefully
Get the motor clean and the transmission clean.
and the frame rails cleaned.
Yeah, we're gonna pull Big Bertha out of the shop. We're gonna spray it with some engine gunk removal, degreaser, power wash it off. Same with the engine and the transmission. And hopefully we can start pulling the motor apart, regasket everything.
Yeah, and then who knows, maybe even start reassembling the transmission onto the engine and getting it ready to drop
Drop it.
back in the hole.
Yeah.
So we got 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
And then Ray will be no longer to help, and this stuff's too big and heavy to do by myself, so
We'll see if we can get there.
yeah.
Kenny just backed the plow truck up. We're gonna drop the lift gate. We're gonna first roll that on there. Roll the engine onto the lift gate, pull it out, set it down on the ground so we can power wash it outside. And then we'll do the transmission, do the same thing. And then we'll open up the other door. We gotta strap the drive shaft up, and then we'll pull Bertha just outside the door and finished cleaning of doing some touch-up cleaning on all the frame rails. OSHA approved. Let's see if this will not roll off of there. Degreasing Big Bertha's heart, or maybe, I don't know, clearing blockages like a heart transplant. Not quite. She's pretty dirty though. So, international Noists, is the orange the right color? Or is the red that looks like it's over the orange? My guess would be that it's orange, but I don't know. And it's funny because Kenny had stopped and got 2 cans of IH red, and he got them home and they say
Chrysler red.
Chrysler red on it. But I think it's more red and not the orange. Anyhow,
I think we're gonna do red though, since we got it.
red or orange original?
Yeah.
That's the question. Time to go power wash the 5-speed now. Kenny's power washing the transmission there, and we've got Bertha pulled out. Forgot about the power steering lines. So another little cleanup to do there, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray this so he can get washing on this next.
Forgot to do a little video of Ray spraying the engine bay. Getting it all nice and cleaned up. A lot better than what it was. Big Bertha getting a bath.
So we got everything degreased as good as we could. We ran out of degreaser. Engine turned out pretty good. And the truck didn't turn out too bad for what we did. That power steering pump got a lot more that could be done, but a lot better than it was.
Okie dokie.
So we got a
Yep. I got
clutch, pressure plate,
yep,
flywheel.
got flywheel surface, pressure disc, throw-out bearing, pilot bearing, and I told him that when they made it.
All right, guys. You seen that clutch and throw-out bearing and everything on that cart? We found a local shop in Anchorage. They're going to work on getting us new stuff. So we probably won't be sticking motor and transmission back in today. We were gone for a couple hours. Still a little wet in here. We were hoping to get back here and be able to spray paint, but we're gonna let this dry up. Maybe paint that in the morning. So we're gonna go ahead and roll the motor over. We're gonna start with the oil pan, pull the oil pan out, and start looking at this rear seal and block assembly, whatever, to see what we got to do to change that out. Kenny was pointing out a neat thing. The international intake manifold is labeled. There's a 2, a 4, a 6, and an 8 cast right into the intake manifold. So thought that was kind of cool. Maybe there's others out there and I've just never known it before. So we're just going to pull the pan off. Kenny did note that we do have a new gasket for the drain plug. It looks like it's leaking. They got pressure distribution rods all along this pan, which is pretty nice. I know on my Pontiac 400, it doesn't have those, and they make it a kit that you can add them just to get a better seal. And Ken said some of the bolts even have IH stamp still on them. So I'm guessing those are still the original bolts. Pretty cool. So there's our pan. Don't see no chunks of metal.
Which is good.
There is, oh wait. What is that little gem right there? Hey, Ken, there is that. Grab that.
Oh, that's a piece of metal.
What is that from?
It's a piece of, like a piece of tin.
Here's some more. Oh, here's some more. What do we got going here, folks? That's gonna be the big question. What is that?
I think we don't really worry about it and run the motor till she blows.
Well, that is an option.
And then we'll 6-liter this bitch up.
There is definitely some metal in here. I'm gonna pull these out, obviously, and I'll clean this up and see if we can piece together what that is. So we took the 2 end cap bolts out, and there's this hole there, this hole there. Looks like there's rubber in there. Well, we were checking our gasket kit, and they have these 2 rubber end cap, rear main end cap, I think is what they call them. So we're just trying to figure out how to pop that block off so we can get that seal. And I think these need to go back in, and Kenny just pulled it out with a
deck screw.
A deck screw. There we go. Probably not the way it should be done, folks, but it's the way we're going to do it because it's what we have. See if he can get this one out as easy as that other one. Okay, once we got that other rubber thing out of there, that
Cap.
end cap popped right off. The bearing looks
Good.
Looks good.
From what we can tell.
Yeah, from what we can tell. So now we're just going to pop the seal out, put the new one in, put it back together. All right, I got the seal pulled out. It just slid right out. We're going to go ahead and clean this up.
Put the new seal in.
Put the block back down, put the cap on,
Well, I wonder
put
if we
back together.
don't slide that back down with those rubber things at the same time, I'm wondering.
So the green is the original. The red is the new one. A little bit thicker, but there looks like there might be, maybe the green one wasn't the original. We don't know, but we're going to try to get that red one in there as long as it goes flush so the flywheel bolts up. Maybe that was why the oil was just pouring out of here. Also, this old one is hard as a rock, folks. The new one is nice and soft, like a seal should be. And just to let everybody know, we're not going to put that cap back on there without throwing some engine assembly lube on the bearing surfaces. So that new seal slid right on there. Goes in a lot further than the other one, so maybe that was part of the problem. I don't know. We are just lubing up that block. Got the new caps ready to go in and get this thing sealed back up. We got the block back on. Now we got to get these, what they call caps in. We're not sure if they're supposed to be lubed or not. Not sure if we're supposed to go down together with them. I don't know how that would work because that block going back in was a little tight. So we're going to try to see if we can push them down in there. And hey, folks, we're learning as we go. So
I don't know about that.
yeah, it's gonna be a good learning experience.
Are we supposed to push something down in there to push those in there? That's
I don't know.
what I'd like to know, because there's a hole. What would you use to push
They probably have a
tool?
an insertion tool that we don't have, but that's all right. We'll figure something out. So little fighting, but we did get those rubber caps in there, seals in there. We just used a little tool.
It's a tent stake.
It's a little tiny tent stake. I don't know, for a little kid's tent or something, but
No, that come up for one of them. Yeah, whatever.
we're just going to put the bolts down, and then we got to torque them to 3,022 foot-pounds of torque. All the ugga-duggas. Okay, we found about 75 to 85 foot-pounds of torque. Kenny's going to go ahead, and we're going to step these up. We're going to do 50 first on both of them, and then come back and hit the 85. Don't know if we need to do that, but doesn't hurt. Kenny thinks I'm crazy, but that's okay. That's what little brothers are for. There for a second, I thought he snapped the bolt. All right,
85
folks,
foot-pounds.
85 foot-pounds. New rear main seal with the new rubber caps. So let's hope we don't have a leaky anymore.
All right, everyone. End of part 7.
Part 7. Ran and dropped off the,
Clutch assembly.
and hopefully they'll,
Hopefully I'll hear something back next week.
and hopefully we'll have a new clutch and pressure
Yeah.
plate and throw out bearing and
And it won't be $10,000.
yeah, that'll be that remains to be seen. I gave them a not to exceed of $1.2 million, so let's hope doesn't go that far. No, just joking.
It'll go to $1.99999 million.
Yeah, most expensive shop truck in the world because you can't find parts. We have, from everything I've looked online about the flywheel.
They're no longer available.
Yeah, I mean, so.
And we're praying to God that they can turn this one we have.
Yeah, and he did think that they could turn it, so that's good too. So
Yeah.
anyhow, we got the rear main seal and those rubber rear caps replaced, and
Torque the caps, torque back down.
yep. Tomorrow we're gonna finish that up. We're gonna put the pan back on and paint the bottom of the motor, roll it over, do the top of the motor, get that ready to go, and paint the frame rails and everything. Front of the truck's still wet, but we'll
Yeah.
get that,
We're just
overhauled.
spray bombing.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
That's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. We really do appreciate it.
Comment. Hit like, subscribe.
It's free.
It's free, yeah. Hit that notification bell so you get notifications when we drop new videos.
Which we try to do every week. We'll see.
Yep.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers,
Cheers,
brother.
brother. Ray,
Ken.
Two Drunk
Brothers
Brothers Garage.
Garage.